Make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And to never miss another lecture from Miracle, hit the bell icon to get regular updates on English literature.
Hello and welcome to Miracle English Language and Literature Institute. I'm Professor Rabha Sharma and today I'm going to take up the greatest English poet after Shakespeare, John Milton. He lived between 1608 to 1674. That means he must be 8 years old when Shakespeare died in 1616. He wrote many sonnets and some masked plays like Comus and some long poems, and of course the epical poem The Paradise Lost, which has got 12 parts, and again The Paradise Regained in 4 parts. So this is a masterpiece which has got the sublime subject and which has made him immortal in the lines of literature. Today we are going to take up 2 major sonnets which are linked to his life. They are quite personal in nature. One is on his blindness and the other is on his 23rd birthday. So let's take up on his blindness because that is more important than the other one. Although we are not going chronologically, but then these sonnets were published in the volume Poems 1673. So let's take up on his blindness. You know that Milton was blind, but when did he become blind? At the age of 44. And how did he become blind? Because he used to read a lot. He was a well-read person. He's often compared to Shakespeare, but then he comes in the list second major poet because Shakespeare was great by nature. He was a born poet. He was not much educated, but then he had the natural gift of writing. It was instinctive, and he stopped writing when he was on the pinnacle of his career. And Milton had the natural gift, plus he was diligent, he was well read. He read so much that his eyesight became weak. His physician warned him of the blindness he was gaining gradually, but then also he did not stop. One of his eye became totally blind. Still he continued reading and writing. But then, as expected, both the eyes lost their sight and he became completely blind at the age of 44. He was too much frustrated, because then it stopped him from writing anything. And because of his lost sight, he wrote the sonnet on his blindness. He had his own style of writing sonnet, like that of Petrarchan style. His sonnets are also divided into 2, octave and sestate, with the rhyme scheme ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. So let's begin with On His Blindness. When I consider how my light is spent, or half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which death to hide, he says that I have not even reached half of my age. That is, if you consider the complete age as 100 years, so he has not even completed 50 years. He is only 44 and he has lost his eyesight, and now this will continue till the death. So how is he going to express the talent which is given by God? It is so difficult for him to use the talent which was God given. So he says, lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent to serve therewith my Maker and present my true account. least he returning child. He says that I want to, use more and more of my talent which is given by God, because He has given me to use. Otherwise it will go waste. I want to present my true account. That means what I think, my complete faith, my religious poetry, my poetic talent should come out of me, because God has given me to express, not to keep it inside and make it stale or waste. Otherwise, He will be angry. Then He says, do God exact day labored light denied? I fondly ask. Does God really want what He has given us? Does He look for the gifts back? I usually ask this question to God. That means He's still curious that God has given him the gift. So, is he bound to return it back to God? Then he changes the tone. There is no clear marcation between the octave and the sestate. They are merged in each other. So, from the middle of this line, he says, but patience to prevent that murmur soon replies. God do not need either man's work or his own gift. He says, no, God is very generous. He doesn't want anything back. He says, you should have enough of patience and faith in God. He doesn't want you to work or want his gifts back. He says, who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. His state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed. He says God is very generous. He just wants that you should patiently bear whatever is given by God, even these mild punishments. These are the different struggles and pains which are given to you by God in order to test you. So, during this test period, you should have complete faith. Do not panic. Because then he says, his state is kingly. He is the king. He doesn't need anything. You have to have complete faith in him. And he says, 1,000 at his bidding speed. The speed which is given to you, the talent which is given to you, and the power to use that talent is given to you by God. So if he wants, you will be able to use it. If he doesn't want, you cannot. All the speed, all the capacity to work is in his hand. Nothing is in your hand. You have to wait until your chance comes. So he says 1,000 in this world are in his control and post over land and ocean without rest. This world is going on continuously. It doesn't stop even for a second. And who's the taskmaster? God. It's in his hand. He's taking care of so many things around the world, whether on land or in air or in ocean. So why worry? They also serve who stand and wait. This is the most important line and proverbial line. You are also serving God with what? With your faith, with your continuous love towards God. Therefore, it's a religious and a moralistic sonnet, and it gives courage, and it is optimistic in the sestate that do not worry. In the first octave, he's a bit pessimistic. He laments about the lost eyesight, but then he says no. He regains his faith, and then he says, yes, we should wait and keep serving in whatever means we have and we can. We should not always aim to do what is not in our capacity, because everything is according to the will of God. So we have to have faith and respect towards that will of God. Let's take the next sonnet on his 23rd birthday. This is also very similar to the first one. it also states the same thing, that he has become of an age which is of manhood, but then he has not been able to show himself through the talent he was given by God. He says, I have become 23 years of age, but still my talent, I'm still underdeveloped according to the talent, because I have not been a matured poet till now, whereas I am a man according to my age, but I'm still a child according to my talent. He says that, how soon had time, the subtle thief of youth, stolen on his wings my 23rd years. He says that time, he personifies times and says that time has been a what? A thief, which has taken away my 23 years, stolen on his wings. My 23 years, they have gone waste. Many of you, as students, you feel sometimes that you've become of this age and still you are not at that position or whatever. Age is just the number, because in this estate he is going to prove this only. So, my hasting days fly on with full career, but my late spring no bud, no blossom shoot. Metaphor. That he's become of the age, the days are passing very quickly, but then he has no trophies to show to this world. No bud, no blossom, no flower. That means he's unable to show his inner talent to this world. Perhaps my semblance might deceive the truth, that I to manhood am arrived so near, and inward ripeness do much less appear. He makes a contrast between the inner ripeness and the external ripeness. Externally, he's 23 years of age, he's completely a man, but from inside, he is not well matured. He's not a great poet. He has not written anything, any masterpiece to show to this world. That some more timely happy spirits endued. Oh, he's feeling jealous. He's comparing himself to so many, that this man at this age, he gained this because of his talent, and I'm still there. Again, this is very contemporary. Many students, many people think that, oh, we are so big in age and we have not achieved that much of fame and all. And even parents, they try to compare their children with the others. So again, he is comparing himself only with others, that others have been more successful than him. Yet be it less or more, or soon or slow, it shall be still in strictest measure, even to say to that same lot, however mean or high, towards which time leads me. He changes the tone. He says, whether slow or fast, whether too much or too less, everything is according to the strictest measure of God, the taskmaster. If He wants you to work, if He wants you to express, if He wants you to do the task, you will be doing it. Otherwise, you have to again wait till His command, till His permission, till His will, towards which time leads me, and the will of heaven all is, if I have the grace to use it so as ever in my great taskmaster's eye. He says, yes, I have to wait for my turn. I have to be more pure and trustworthy, not in the world's eye, but in the eye of my taskmaster, that is God. I don't have to prove to this world, I have to prove to God with my patience and with my faith in Him. So both the sonnets are quite same in nature. In both the octaves, the problem is described that in one he's blind, he's unable to do, and the other he's 23 years of age and still he's unable to do what he wants from inside. He's not achieved much fame. And then in the second, the sestate in both the sonnets, he narrates the will of God, And he says that everything, every living or non-living thing on this earth is according to the will of God. So we have nothing in our hand. So we have to wait for a chance. We have to just have the patience and the faith to wait for the will of God. Both have got the same rhyme scheme, ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. And both are religious in tone. Both the sonnets are very realistic. If you like my effort, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for showing your interest in these critical analysis, and keep in touch. Take care till I do the next.